Welcome back to the show. We have Jon Hamm coming up in a little bit. Ted's headed to a rummage sale. And you don't know, I usually go to this rummage sale, the North Oaks rummage sale. It's the biggest garage sale of the year in Minnesota. I couldn't go. We had a big old meeting. So Ted went, and let's just say it was Harry Carey. So you'll see that a little bit later. Eric, can we get Leo, can we take a shot of, we have a very interesting second row there. This is the Wine League, everybody. That's right. And Kendall and I have only one question. How do we sign up? That's right. Is it free? Yeah. It's free. And it was in the break, the leader, the Grand Poobah, she said, she goes, we don't read. We meet and we drink wine. That's it. That's else. All you do. There's no, you don't have to do activities, no scavenger hunts.
No knitting.
No knitting, right? You don't knit, do you? No. It's just drinking. Well, get the wine ready because you're going to love our next guest. He became a household name thanks to the show Mad Men, but now Jon Hamm has a new movie out based on a novel. Here's a clip from Confess Fletch.
But Owen is divorced?
Not officially.
Okay.
His ex, Tatiana, she's making it complicated. I don't want to say anything bad about Tatiana, but she's a detestable person. She calls herself a lifestyle curator, a thought leader. What is that?
Not familiar with it.
Owen financed her company. Now she wants to cut him out, and she wants full custody of their child.
Huh.
Owen is a good dad. Tatiana really sucks. Oh.
Yeah, you got it. You got it right in the thing there. Oops.
Confess Fletch hits select theaters today, and good news, Showtime next month. Audience, give it up for the one, the only Jon Hamm.
Hello, Minnie. How you doing? I've heard a Minnesota nice, but a Minnesota applause is delightful.
Jon, I think they like you.
I'll take it. Thank you.
What was it about this? And I know this seems like a pretty typical question, but what was it about this particular script, you know, whether you're reading it on a plane or on vacation, what popped out at you about this one?
Well, you know, it's funny. I was involved from the beginning on this one, and it was a very exciting process. Obviously, people are very familiar with the Chevy version of the film, but we had an opportunity with this to really go back to the original novel and kind of make our own version. That's a tremendous opportunity. I got to work with some of my favorite people on the planet, John Slattery, Greg Mottola, Marcia Gay Harden, Kyle MacLachlan. The list goes on, and really put our own stamp on this, you know, this wonderful character that Chevy made so iconic in his own way, to put our own stamp on it. You know, we got to do basically a cover song, and hopefully, if it's successful, there's 10 other books that Gregory MacDonald wrote in the 70s and 80s, so we'll get a chance to keep doing it. I
like that, Jon, I like that, a cover song. That's a good, I like that reference. What, for the youngins of the audience, Jon, I mean, I grew up with Chevy, I know Fletch, Fletch lives, I was a huge fan. Tell the folks, who is Fletch when we pick him up here?
So the part of the reason we chose Confess Fletch as the place to pick this up is that he's an investigative reporter who's coming out of retirement. So we use that kind of as the springboard to make people understand that's why he is a different human being and in a different tone. And we pick it up in Rome, actually. So he's been in retirement in Rome, in Italy, and kind of living his life. He is a man who kind of glides through life and enjoys the experiences that he has, and has a unique ability to talk his way into trouble and talk his way back out of trouble. And that's where we get into the fun interactions, and we see the scene with Annie Mumolo that you showed, of him trying to find information, and of course chaos erupting all around him.
I love,
you know, he might not be the smartest person in the room, but he certainly thinks he is.
Jon, I'm glad you mentioned Annie. We were watching that clip there before we came to you. I love her so much because Barb and Star is one of my favorite movies.
So good.
Please tell me she is as delightful as I want her to be.
She sure is. You know, I first met Annie when on Bridesmaids.
Yeah.
She was one of the co-writers with Kristen of Bridesmaids, and I like you, absolutely love Barb and Star Go to Vista Del Mar. I really hope they get to make another one of those too. I could watch those two eat soup. You know, it's just they're the nicest folks. You know, Barb and Star eat soup. Eat hot dog soup.
No, John.
So maybe that'll be the sequel.
I said I would like to see them on a gay cruise, and they don't realize it's a gay cruise. I think that would be hysterical. Yeah. Anyway,
I'll pitch it. I'll pitch it to her.
please. But you know, that leads me to my last question. You're so damn funny. I'm glad you mentioned Bridesmaids. You know, a lot of people obviously knew you, know you, fell in love with you with Mad Men. Do you love comedy better, John?
You know, I won't say which one I like better. I'm really lucky in that I have credibility kind of on both sides of the aisle.
Absolutely.
And I get a chance to do what I get to do. And, you know, I'm lucky. I wake up every morning realizing how fortunate I am. And when you get to do what you love for your work, it doesn't seem like work. It seems more like fun. And that's part. I have fun doing the comedy side of it, and I have fun doing the dramatic side as well. So I'll just you know, if I don't let them catch me, hopefully I'll get to do it even more. So I'm excited to hopefully get to do more of the Fletch books.
We can't wait. John, thank you so much, my friend. Continued success. Confess Fletch. Try to say that 50 times. Hit select theaters today and Showtime next month. Give it up for Jon Hamm, everyone. Thank you, John.
Thanks, Jason. Thanks, Minnie.
Thank you, buddy. I'm not kidding. I want somebody to pitch that to Kristen Wiig. And I think it would be, because if you don't know Barb and Star, they're a little naive, and I think it would be hysterical. They think gay means happy. You know what I mean? And they go on this cruise, and it's like, you know, it's like, holy crap.
And they wear their culottes.
Yeah, they're little culottes. They get on this cruise, and it's like, oh my God, they're lesbians. You know what I mean?
Yes.
It'd be hysterical.
Yes.
Look at all the lesbians at the buffet. You know, it'd be.
You heard it here.
That's right.
It'd be great.